I was in my early 20s, 23, 24. I never dreamt that I will be teaching economics in college. I never dreamt. But I got this job. When I came to join, I was quite young. And my, departmental head, the chairman, she was a beautiful lady. I never saw her. I was joined the college, so I'm coming and going. It went 3-4 days. Then I saw her. Instead of giving me some, you have to teach this. Can you go and take this class? Oh God. I was not a sincere student during my undergraduation and post-graduation. I spent quite a good period of time in the Himalayas and coming back. And I was with clean shaven head, with a ponytail, with a sandalwood paste on my forehead and dressed like this. And nothing in my head about economics. And she's telling, go and take class. And going to the class without any knowledge of anything and keeping the students engaged. Do you know, I was not reactive. Ordinary mind would react. I took it as a positive way, challenge, okay? I have to spend time with the children, students. They were all 18, 19, 20, 21, like this. 22, almost even some closer to my age, somebody maybe 1-2 years older. So, I took it as a challenge in a positive way. Instead of being reactive, I became active, remember. If you want to be successful in life, be active. Take everything as a challenge. If you become reactive, weak people react. So when I'm speaking of love karma, the love karma, how we work, with what attitude we work, do we enjoy our work? You will tell Swamiji, I faced an accident. And in the spot of accident I am there. Can I be peaceful? I have also faced many accidents in my life, even the motor accidents. Sometimes physically injured also. I don't tell anybody. Smile. How could you smile in this situation? Somebody asked. Why not? Isn't God omnipresent? Am I not to see God in all? So, to be positive, to be active, not to be reactive, and to face your challenge in life in a joyful, peaceful way. God has given us the choice. Animals have no choice. You cannot tell, here is vegetarian food, here is non-vegetarian food. Oh dear tiger, choose. The tiger has no choice about food. But we the humans, we have choice. What I want to eat. What type of life I want to live. Do you know? God has given us so much of freedom. But unfortunately, I will give you an example. In India, we take sometimes the cows to graze and we don't make the cow free. We tie the cow in a long rope and fix it with a pole. And the cow can graze. For example, 15 meters radius, the cow can go. Instead of cow using its 15 meters radius of freedom, what the cow did, walked around the pole. So while walking around the pole, the rope became shorter and shorter because the rope was twisted around the, so became shorter and shorter. The cow is standing like this. And we the human beings, do you know what has happened? God has given us ample of freedom. Not only that, I have seen in India some intelligent cows. They are so smart, they can untie themselves by using their horns. Very smart. They stand very innocently, politely, till the master is there, the owner. Once the owner goes, looks this side, that side, with his horn, opening it and going and enjoying its freedom. So we the human beings, we are not only given this much of freedom, we have been given the ability to be completely free, to experience the real spirit of freedom. But unfortunately, because of our ignorance, because of our ego, because of our wrong lifestyle, we forgot and we are suffering. We are doing that this is happening to me. Many times people tell, why this thing is happening to me? Why this thing is happening to me? I will tell you one story from my personal life. Once I was in the Himalayas, spending 2 months in the Himalayas meditating. I was to come back to Delhi to catch a train, nearly 1800 kilometers to travel, long journey. And Indian train, I am telling, it is nearly more than 30 years ago. So I was in my 20s. So the person who has to book my ticket has not booked my ticket because of some of his problem. Coming back from the Himalayas, you should be in a joyful, peaceful state. I was not joyful. What will happen? What will happen? How can I go without reservation? I have 2 big bags of books. I came to that particular train which I was to board. Fortunately, first I met 2 of my professors who taught me during my universities. They looked at me, asked, Babaji, from where are you coming? I said, from this. So, do you have a ticket? I said, ordinary ticket, no reservation. One professor told, you can come to me and we can just adjust. Sometimes it happens. So, I said, if it is needed, I will do it. So what I did, I took my 2 bags, just went into a compartment, kept it somewhere. Somebody said it is my seat. I said, no problem, I will take it back once the train runs. So I came down. I was not worried about the bags, because the bags are books. Nobody can take. So the ticket conductor is there with the chart of reservation. So quite a few people are marching behind him. I also joined them. So the ticket conductor looked back and he looked at me. He told, where are you going to? I told, Katak. He said, go to this compartment, this number of seats. And do you know, the compartment which I boarded, that was the compartment, and nearby seat. I waited for him to come. Then I thought, oh God, why I was so much worried. Unnecessarily, remember, our worries are unnecessary. Unnecessarily we worry, as if, I will tell you one incident about the worry. I grew up, my spiritual life was spent most of the time in Hariharananda in Puri, the ashram of Sri Yukteswar, where Paramahamsa Yogananda lived, where my Gurudev lived years after years after years, from 1938 till 1974. So in ashram we had a cook. The cook was very old and he was funny. And he was so humorous, he was hard of hearing. And if you sit near him and if you listen to him and his facial expression, you will forget your sorrows. He had that ability. However, so in the ashram of Sri Yukteswarji, there is a temple where his body is buried. We used to go and meditate. Sometimes I used to go and meditate at late hours in the night. Once I went and I found this cook is sleeping on the veranda. And how he's sleeping? He's sleeping in a very funny position. Sleeping on the belly, keeping the hands like this, and keeping the 2 legs up. 2 feet up like this. So the next morning, after breakfast, I called the cook. I told you he's very funny and humorous. I asked, hey, why did you sleep like this? He said, don't you know? I said, what? Something is falling from the sky. At that time, I was not reading newspapers so much, but I was hearing from others that there was a space shuttle, Skylab, was to fall. He said, something is falling from the sky. I said, so what? He said, surely it will not fall in India, because India is a holy land. If, by chance, then I said, then it will not fall in Puri. Then I told, then by chance if it falls, then surely it will not fall in this holy ashram. Then by chance if it falls, then it will not fall in the temple of Sri Yukteswar, because he is there, his body is there. So then by chance, then by chance means what? If it falls, I get my legs up to support it. That is our worry. Do you understand? If it happens. If it happens, what shall I do? If this thing happens, what shall I do? If I fall sick, who will look after me? If I become old, what will happen to me? If I become handicapped, who will look after me? Do you know? Unnecessary. Before our birth, when God has given milk in the mother's breast, Jesus said, the birds have nests. The Son of God has no place to stay. He's not worried. He's going in the boat. When he's going in the boat, many devotees sitting, apostles, and Jesus was sleeping. The storm, the boat is about to sink, and others are scared. Although Jesus is there, they woke him up. Why are you so much worried? He said, don't you see the storm and the boat is about to sink? Then he told, oh, you have poor faith. You don't have faith. God is within us. Jesus is within us. Krishna is within us. Masters are with us. Why worry? I will tell you about a story of my life. So, worry and no worry. So, when I started working as a teacher of economics, so by God's grace, I got the appointment without any, interview and all this. Later on, I had to. So I started teaching. So then I have to pass through this interview. Many other fresh candidates are there, and I am also there. So they know economics more than me, because although I was teaching, I was prepared for a topic, but I was not studying. I saw the worries on the face of each candidate except myself. I was joyful, fresh. Anything will happen, so what? Do you know, I was not reading newspaper, although nowadays I read. And then I went to the interview. When I went, I was like this, only white. So I said, instead of good morning, English, nothing, namaste, take your seat. First question was not on economics. It was about language policy of the government in education. I didn't know anything. I started talking like I know everything. I don't know how God was speaking to me. I went on answering, and they were excited and they were asking me questions. I was answering as if I know everything. Do you know what happened? Towards the end of the interview, when the question was coming, I was having my own ego. And how could I answer all this? And you can see their face, how they are enjoying your answer. When ego came, I don't know the question. I don't know the answer. I said sorry. And when I said sorry, immediately one of the interviewer, who was the vice chancellor of the university, he asked, Mr. This, you are teaching in the best college of the state. If any student would ask you this question, would you tell sorry? I immediately realized my own mistake. I said, I'll answer one thing. They looked at me. Then I told, I am confident. When I face my students, I am well prepared and I will face them. But I am your students and you are also in economics. They said, you go. Finished. What I am telling, worries are unnecessary. To develop confidence, trust in yourself, at the same time, remember the law of karma. If I do something good, surely something good is waiting for me. If I am doing something wrong, I should be prepared some wrong result. Life is karma, life is action, and what we are today, it is because of yesterday. And what will happen tomorrow, it is because of today. As we spend our life, our time, our breath, our thought, our words, our activities, every day, consciously or unconsciously, it is going to give us results. Remember, no bad work will give good fruit, and no good work will give us bad fruit. Life is action, life is karma. As you do, so will reap. With this much of talk on the karma, I will give more time for you for interaction. If you have any question, you can write and send it back. Before the question comes, so I will sing a song of Yogananda. If you know this song, you can join with me. If you don't know this song, you can listen, and at the same time you can write the question and send it. So we'll have few minutes interactions. So this song of Yogananda, it is a very simple song. It is in English. Do you know how? I'll speak a little bit of Yogananda. When I heard the first voice of Yogananda, I was young, maybe 22. So 22, 23. My master, he gave me one cassette. During those days, audio cassette, and with handwritten on the top, voice of Yogananda. When I opened this voice, I couldn't believe. You know how? The voice was quite, Ami Paramahamsa Yogananda, Amar Sange Ga. Because looking at his picture, always I felt motherly. And I expected his voice to be like her voice. And when his voice was so, evangelic, and I couldn't believe, is he speaking? However, when he was a little boy, he always wanted to sing, but his voice was not good for singing. And when he was singing, everybody was laughing. And he was not worried about his voice. He loved God so much, and loved God so intensely. You heard that when he was a little boy. Every day letters coming to his father, to his family members, even to his elder brother Ananta. And no letter is coming to him. So he thought, okay, I will write letter. His first letter is letter to God. And giving letter to God and waiting for reply to come. Every day waiting and asking, has any letter come to me? Because God will send it back. I will tell another story. Does God receive letter or not? My Gurudev, his cousin, who was few years older to him, he was a very famous monk of India. His name is Thakur Sitaram Das Omkarnath. Beautiful monk. He was also living in Puri. And during those days, now modern monks, just like we are flying, we have organization, this, that. During those days, they were living very austere life. And 4 months, especially in monsoon, they have to stay at one place. Many devotees come, and so they don't have money. They are borrowing from grocery shop, provision store, and every day to feed many people. One day came, somebody said, enough we have borrowed. The grocery store owner has told, he cannot give us anything. He said, why you are worried? He said, then what to do? Then write a letter to Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath in Puri. Bring a postcard and we'll write a letter. Are you crazy? Somebody told him, bring a postcard. They wrote a postcard to Lord Jagannath that we are here for a few months and you take care of us. We are having some problem. Post it. Disciples took it with reluctance. Lord Jagannath is an idol in the temple. Can he read, or is he going to do something? In the evening, one old man came, sitting in the satsang. At the end of satsang, it is not story. It was not long ago. It was, Gurudev's time, his cousin. Old man, satsang is going on. At the end of satsang, he came and bowed down to him, and clothes are very dirty. In a packet, he said, something for you, keep it, it might be useful. So he received it, and then when they went and opened it, there was a lot of money. There was a lot of money, which is much more than paying the grocery and even staying for a few months. That was enough. And who was that old man? Why he gave, nobody knew. So we'll sing the song. Song is, so do thou, my Lord.